So once again, welcome to DPN TV here at the DPN Rover car collection. We're in the Rover 45 1.4 hatchback, and this is the original radio that this car came with, so I thought I'd do a little bit about the radio, using it, and also how to enter the security code if you've lost power to the radio or removed it. This radio was what I call the Rover BMW radio. As you can see here, it's got the Rover badge, but it did appear in some BMWs with BMW written where the Rover badge is. It's actually a very sort of straightforward radio to use with no real menus to it either. So if you do need to enter the security code, then what you do is when you switch the power back onto it, you'll see the word code come up here, and there'll be 4 zeros. And what you'll do is enter your code using these number buttons. So if your first number is 3, you push button 1 3 times and 3 will appear in the window. Then for the next number you push button 2. For instance, if your number was 4, you'd push that 4 times. Then button 3, if it was a 0, then you just push it once. And then you go to button 4, and if, for instance, your number was 5, then you'd push that 5 times. And your code should then appear in the window here. Now, to enter that code, all you need to do is push the right hand tuning button, hold it, and all of a sudden the radio will come back on. Now, the good thing with this radio, many of the radios fitted to the Rovers, is it remembers all your stations and settings, so you don't lose them when you disconnect the power. So using the radio, as I said, no real menu to this radio. The only thing that comes near to a menu is if you see here you've got that little note button with a plus and minus. Well, this is for setting your sound settings. So if you push it, you can set your bass up and down, you can set your treble, your front to rear, your balance, and the speed that the volume turns up with the dial, or of course your steering wheel controls. Push it again and you're back to your standard display. Of course, you've got your volume knob there, and down here you've got your tuning buttons. So if you push that one, it will tune up and find the next available station. If you want to do it manually, because you know the number, you push the M and that appears there, that MAN, and now you can alter the frequency. Each time you push it, it goes up basically, and if you push and hold, it will go fast, but it won't lock on to any stations. There's also another way of scanning for stations, and that is by pushing this scan button. And what this will do is you won't see any numbers, it'll just have scan, it'll be silent until it finds the station and brings that up, which is probably the quickest way to find the station. So these are your tuning buttons. So if you push button 1, obviously whatever you've got tuned in will come on. Button 2, and you get radio 2, which we've tuned into button 2. Now along here you've got a separate little screen, and this is how you set whether you want your RDS displayed or you want traffic alerts announcements, where the local station sends out a signal when they're doing a traffic report, and it'll come up on your radio and then go back to the station you had tuned in previously. So all you do basically is if you push that button there, the little star disappears and now you see the frequency instead of the station name. And the same with the TP, you push that on or off with a little star. So it's one of the easier ones to set your traffic and RDS. Coming back to the top, as I said, this is your scan button. You can switch to CD mode, as this is a CD player, and there's your eject button, and these buttons down here will also operate your CD tracks. You've got the AM button, which actually selects you medium wave and long wave, although it just says AM there, and of course your FM button to bring you onto FM. So that's really all there is to using this radio. Of course, if you want to tune a station in, you simply push and hold, and now radio 2 is tuned into button 6 as well as button 2. I don't think there's much else really to tell you about this radio apart from it's a very straightforward radio without any menus. Hopefully that helps you if you've got this radio in a Rover, and I've no doubt if it's in the BMW it will work very, very similar as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and of course follow us to see other videos as we upload them on our DPN Rover car collection.